as well. Ruben Diaz. Very low block. Conte's pick. It's a low block at the moment. They actually tried to press the ball much higher up the field. They got played around and they've retreated. As always, is full of animation. Away technical area. Guardiola loves coming forward. Nico O'Reilly. Goku. Holland, of course, waiting in the middle. It's worth an attempt early in the piece. Ruben Diaz, one of his better efforts. It's going to be a tactical battle between these two coaches. Guardiola to mix things up at times, not today in terms of the personnel, but I'm sure he'll have a couple of different tactics up his sleeve. And Antonio Conte, ever since I saw him take on Juventus many years ago and make them into a side to winning side on several occasions, it's always been an inspiration to watch as a coach. Did say that winning the league with Napoli earlier this year was the most unexpected triumph of his many successes in domestic football, but as a Champions League coach, he's still got a lot to do really to establish a reputation. Never been past the quarter-final. Even with that really top-class Juventus side he had.
Young regaining possession, and now Rafinha with a chance to stretch his legs a little bit, turning away from Sandro Tonali, and the Italian has the ball once more. 22nd appearance in the Champions League for Tonali, most of them over the years for Milan before he's moved to England. This is Guimaraes, nicely done, taking Pedri out of the game, and here's Elanga. First chance to run at Martin. Brilliantly done. Oh, there was a chance there for Anthony Gordon.
Well, flushed across him, didn't it? But Elanga out on that far side, I think he's got to beat him with Gerard Martin. It's been billed as Kevin De Bruyne's day. Often it does happen when a player moves on, a legendary player, and suddenly there's a reason to come back, and you're really bigger than the match itself, but not once the match is started. Good luck. The bounce for Haaland.
We talk about Haaland being a great goal scorer. He's slightly critical of him over the last couple of years for his actual general play when the ball's played up to his feet. Because he worked hard enough to keep up with it, to link up the play. He will at the weekend. He'll do the same tonight.
He's on key set. And Buongiorno is in his second season. The defensive partner, Bergkamp, the Dutchman, has only just joined. He made his debut.
Phil Foden
Scored against Fiorentina. In from a set piece.
ኳስ ወደኋላ ለሮድሪ ለበርናንዶ ሲልቫ በናፖሊ ሜዳ ላይ ፊል ፎደን ሩበን ዲያዝ መስመሮች መካከል ኮሳነቭ ወደ ኋላ ሩበን ዲያዝ አሻግሮለታል። በርናንዶ ሲልቫ ማክቶሚናይንና ራስመስ ሆይሉንድን መለየት አስቸጋሪ ነው። ተመሳሳይ መልክ ያላቸው ሁለቱም ተጫዋቾች ከማንቸስተር ዩናይትድ ወደ ናፖሊ የሄዱ ተጫዋቾች መሆናቸው አይዘነጋም። ናፖሊ የማንቸስተር ሲቲ መጋቢ ቡድን የሆነ ይመስላል። ሩዲ ጓርዲያል ኳስን ወደኋላ ለኦሪዮሊ የወጣቱ የክንፍ ተጫዋች ፔፕ ጋርዲዮላ ቡድን ላይ ሰብሮ መግባቱ አይዘነጋም። ኦስካር ቦብን እና ሳቪኒዮን የመሰሉ ተጫዋቾችን አሳርፈው ነው ፔፕ ጋርዲዮላ የገቡት። በዚህ ሰዓት ላይ ኦሪዮሊ ጓንጉሲያን አልፎታል። ዶኩ ጨዋታው 8ኛ ደቂቃ ያለ ግብ 0-0 ኩሳኖቭ ለሩበን ዲያዝ ሰጥቶታል። ሩሪ የኋላ መስመር ተጫዋቾች የበዛ የኳስ ቅብብል ይታያል በማንቸስተር ሲቲ በኩል። ዶኩ በግራ መስመር ላይ ሚልኮቪች ኳስን አውጥቷል። የመጀመሪያው ኢላማውን የጠበቀ ሙከራ ራይንደርስ የማዕዘን ምት ማንቸስተር ሲቲ በዚህ ጨዋታ የመጀመሪያው ማዕዘን ምት ፊል ፎደን ያሻማ በዝግጅት ላይ ይገኛል። ፊል ፎደን አሻምቷል። ዶኩ ብቻውን
convert at the far post. I wonder if he was in two minds whether to go and head it, and then just at the last minute decided to control
ራስመስ ሆይሉንድ ተጎዳ ይመስላል። ግጭት
Rasmus Højlund marked his debut in Napoli. The goal after 14 minutes, beating former Manchester United goalkeeper in David De Gea. He's a player that
ኳሱ ተጀምሯል። ኳስ ሮድሪ እግር ላይ ትገኛለች። መሀል ሜዳ ጨረቋ ላይ ለኦሪዮሊ ሰጥቶታል። ሮድሪጎ ኳስ ወደኋላ ለጓርዲዮል ክብ መስመር ላይ ዶኩ ጥፋት ጀርመናዊው ዳኛ ፍሊክ ዋየር በተደጋጋሚ ቅጣት ምት እየሰጡ ነው የሚገኙት። 10 ደቂቃ ከሁለት የበለጡ የቅጣት ምቶችን ሰጥተዋል። አነስ ያሉ ጥፋቶች ሁሉ ነው ቅጣት ምት እየሰጡ የሚገኘው። ጃንዩጂ ዶናሩማ ፒኤስጂ ያለፈው ዓመት የቻምፒዮንስ ሊግ አሸናፊ መሆኑ አይዘነጋም። የ2024-25 ሻምፒዮንስ ሊግ አሸናፊ ነው። ጣሊያናዊው ግዙፍ ግብ ጠባቂ በፔፕ ጋርዲዮላ ቡድን ሃላንድ ስህተት ፊል ፎደን አልደረሰባትም። ጥሩ ኳስ ኬቨን ደቡናይ ኬቨን ኳስ በነካ ቁጥር ደመቅ ያለ የማንቸስተር ሲቲ ደጋፊዎች ጭብጨባ። ረጅም ኳስ ኩሳኖቭን አልፎታል። ምናልባት አደጋ። ጥሩ ኳስ ሩበን ዲያዝ በሚገባ ጓንጉዛ ራስመስ ሆይሉንድ መልሶ ማጥቃት የረሜይ ዶኩ መስመሮች መካከል ለሮሪዮ አብዱል ቅድር ኩዛኖቭ ሃላንድ ናፖሊ ተጫዋቾች ኤሪክ ብራውት ሃላንድን መቆጣጠር ይኖርባቸዋል። በዚህ ሰዓት ላይ በርናርዶ ሲልቫ ለፊል ፎደን ኩሳኖቭ ፎደን መልሶለታል። አጭር ቅብብል በርናርዶ ሲልቫ እና በፊል ፎደን መካከል ፎደን ሮድሪ ጓርዲዮል ሰጥቶታል።
nominated the new captain. The City policy was to let the players choose the captain in the past, but this time Pep Guardiola came out and said, no, I've made up my mind. It's Bernardo's armband.
Agongusa ለማክቶሚናይ ዶላ ፒሪ ኤሌሬንዞ ጥፋት ተሰራም ብለዋል ይመስል ዳኛው ፊል ፎደን ጥሩ ኳስ ዱኩ ወደኋላ ለራይ መታ ይመስላል። ጫና ያለው የማጥቃት እንቅስቃሴ ማንቸስተር ሲቲ ለተከታታይ 13 ደቂቃ ያላበራ ማጥቃት በማንቸስተር ሲቲ በኩል ኳሶች ይገለባበጣሉ። ከሜዳ ወደ ላይኛው ወደ ታችኛው ሜዳ በዶኩና በበርናንዶ ሲልቫ መካከል ረጃጅም አላሉ። ኤርሊንግ ብራውት ሃላንድን እና ፊል ፎደን ይፈልጋል። በዚህ ሰዓት ላይ መሀል መስመር ላይ በርናንዶ ሲልቫ፣ ሮዲ በአራት የሲቲ ተጫዋቾች የናፖሊ ተጫዋቾች መካከል በራስመስ ሆይሉንድ፣ ኬቨን ደብሩይነ፣ ማክቶሚናይ በግራንጉሰን መካከል ፔሪዮሎ ጎንዛሌዝ ሎሪዮንዞ የመጀመሪያ ማዕዘን ምት በጨዋታው 13ኛ ደቂቃ ላይ ማንቸስተር ሲቲ ፊል ፎደን አሻንቷል። ኤርሊንግ ብራውት ሃላንድ ተገጨም። ሚሊኮቪች ግቦች መካከል በላይኛው አግዳሚ ርቀት ላይ ነው የወጣው አንቶኒዮ ኮንቴ ያለፈው የስኩዴቶ አሸናፊ።
I think that hides, sometimes masks, what a great coach he's been. There's such an impact on the clubs he takes over. Some might say at Spurs he didn't quite deliver what he was hoping for. But at Juventus and Inter, Chelsea, with a very poor Italian side, he did great jobs.
A bit of midfield involvement. Until the vodka getting on the board here from McTominay.
74% የኳስ ቁጥጥር ማንቸስተር ሲቲ 26% ኳሱን ናፖሊ ተቆጣጥሯል።
Wins a corner. I think O'Reilly seems to be settled in as a left back. He certainly came to the youth academy as central midfield player.
ፖሊታኖ የማዕዘን ምቱን ለመምታት እየተዘጋጀ ይገኛል። በዚህ ሰዓት ላይ
I think it's to the centre backs. Tomlin is good in the air as well.
He's very good in the air.
He's proved that on numerous occasions over the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, you mentioned Politano's left-footedness from the right.
ራስመስ ሆይሉንድ እና ጃንሉጂ ዶናሩማ መካከል አለመግባባት አለ። ጀርመናዊው ዳኛ ሁለቱን ለማስታረቅ
He's a wonderful goalkeeper.
እየሄዱ ይገኛሉ።
Seen games where set pieces when balls come into the box doesn't quite punch his height. Distracted a bit by Rasmus
ጥቃት
Højlund.
ዶናሩማ እየተከታተለ የሚገኘው የመጀመሪያ ገጉስ በሚገባ ዝድቷል። ኦፍሳይድ
Is that point proved, or he's a fine goalkeeper on his line?
Well, he thought he couldn't come for that one. He might have been blocked, but what he does do is make a great save at the end of it.
የናፖሊ ተጫዋቾች
There's the header. He gets down very quickly.
ቡድን የሚጫወቱ የናፖሊ ተጫዋቾች በሚገባ በረያ ነው። ጃንሉጂ ዶናሩማ
Scored in his debut game at the
አሌሳንድሮ
weekend.
ቦልጌሮ
Roma kept a clean sheet in his debut game.
ጎንዛሌዝ ሎሪዮንዞ
It's another example of a defender more worried about the player rather than trying to attack the ball.
እንዲሁም ማቲዮ
Those are good
ቡሊዛን
stuff, as you say. And he's
በጣሊያን ብሔራዊ ቡድን
standing at that. He's such a
የተዋወቁ
wonderful
ተጫዋቾች
reach.
ናቸው። በዛት ላይ ፔፕ ጋርዲዮላ
Been around forever, but he's only 26.
ቡድኑን እያበረታታ ይገኛል። ራስመስ ሆይሉንድ እና ማክቶሚናይ
As they say,
ጃንጂ ዶናሩማን ተጭኖ ለመጫወት ጥረት እያደረጉ ይገኛሉ። ፊል ፎደን ሃላንድ ምናልባት የፔናልቲ ጥያቄ
The ball was played,
No.
says the referee, who was arriving on the scene, but perhaps not with the best angle. So all sorts of elements in
አልነካም።
this.
Di Lorenzo is the player that's getting back. Napoli won the first
ጎንዛሌዝ
ball played forward.
ዲ ሎሬንዞ በሚገባ እልክ ብራውት ሃላንድን አስጥሎት ምናልባት የፔናልቲ ጥያቄ ከ16 እስከ 50 ውጭ ምናልባት ንጹህ ነው። ዲ ሎሬንዞ ከ16 ከ50 ውጭ አልነካውም። እልክ ብራውት ሃላንድ ውጭ ነው፣ አልነካውም። ምናልባት የቅጣት ምት ካርድ እንዲሰጥ እየጠየቀ ነው ኤርሊንግ ብራውት ሃላንድ። የክርስቲያኖ ዲነርት የቫር እይታ ዳኛው አስፈልጓቸዋል። የቫር ቲሙ ውሳኔ የሚጠበቅ ይሆናል። በዛት ላይ ጨዋታው 19ኛ ደቂቃ የቫር እይታ እየተጠበቀ ይገኛል። ኤርሊንግ ብራውት ሃላንድ፣ በርናርዶ ሲልቫ፣ በኩማ ዲ ሎሬንዞ ነው። ዳኛው እንዲያዩ ተጠርቷል። ወደ ፖዲየም እየሄዱ ይገኛሉ። ምናልባት የቀይ ካርድ ይህ ጨዋታውን ሙሉ ለሙሉ የሚቀይር ነው። የናፖሊ ተጫዋች በቀይ ካርድ የሚሰናበት ከሆነ ቀይ ካርድ የመጀመሪያ ቀይ ካርድ ዲ ሎሬንዞ
Giovanni Di Lorenzo, 32 years old, the captain, 50 caps for Italy, Euro 2020 winner.
የናፖሊ ዲ ሎሬንዞ በቀይ ካርድ እንዲወጣ ተገደዋል። በዚህ ሰዓት ላይ የቫር እይታ ምናልባት ምንድን ነው በቀይ ካርድ እንዲወጣ ያደረገው? ኤርሊንግ ብራውት ሃላንድ ውስጥ ቢገባ ይሻል ነበር። ፔናልቲ ለመስጠት ቀለል ይል ነበር። ነገር ግን ከ16 እስከ 50 ውስጥ የተሰናጠፋት የመጨረሻ ሰው እንደመሆኑ መጠን ከመስጠት ውጭ የመሀል ዳኛው እንዲሁም የቫር ዳኞች አማራጭ አላገኘው። ዲ ሎሬንዞ በቀጥታ ቀይ ካርድ ከሜዳው ተሰናብቷል። ይህ ጨዋታ መልኩን የሚቀይር ይሆናል። የቅጣት ምት ለማንቸስተር ሲቲ 16 ጨረቃዋ 1 ሜትር በስተግራ አቅራቢያ ሚሊኮቪች ያዘጋት በዝግጅት ላይ ፎደን እያሰራ ነው። ሚሊኮቪች በጭቦት ራይንደርስ ወይስ ራይንደርስ ወደ ማዕዘንነት ተለውጧል። ጠቀም አልቻለም ራይንደርስ። ናፖሊ በአንድ ተጫዋች አንሶ ነው ይህን ጨዋታ እያደረገ የሚገኘው። ጨዋታው 22ኛ ደቂቃ ላይ ደርሰናል። ፊል ፎደን የማዕዘን ምት አሻማ ሚሊኮቪች ተቆጣጥሮታል።
Would expect an attacker will be sacrificed to get another different on, but Seems there's signs from the dugout that that's going to happen.
በዚህ ጨዋታ ራስመስ
Kevin De
ሆይሉንድን
Bruyne
ቀይረው ሊያስወጡት ይችላሉ። አንቶኒዮ ኮንቴ
he's not going to get as much of the ball.
ማንቸስተር
that's for sure.
ሲቲን ጥቃት ለመቀነስ የተከላካይ
Tolitano is playing a right back.
ስፍራቸውን ሊያጠናክሩ ይችላሉ።
Much longer, Napoli.
ምርጫ የላቸውም በዚህ ሰዓት ላይ አንድ የተከላካይ ተጫዋች ከመቀነሱ ውጪ
Now Ruben Diaz.
ከፍ ያለ ጫና በማንቸስተር ሲቲ በኩል
Doku.
በኩል ግራ መስመር ላይ
Taking on the emergency right back. Tolitano stuck with him. Winger to winger. The
ፖሊታኖ
armband as well, as you can see. He's
ተቋርጦታል።
given the ball
ራንደርስን
away to
የሰጠው
Reinders.
ስህተት
Now
Rodri.
Rodri stepping in.
ኦፍሳይድ ቀደም ብለዋል። ደግሞ ዶኩ
The Napoli back line thinking that Doku was offside.
ለአንድ የመጀመሪያው
Erling Haaland, but not number 50 yet.
Well, his movement was good here. Read the trajectory of the cross. It's across the defender. Just can't keep it down. Reinders plays a really good ball into the box. Very unfortunate. Really good attacking of the ball there.
Taking their time. Preparing the personnel change.
Just drive the coach mad, trying to make the substitution. Hasn't quite got his socks ready.
We've seen players who don't bring their match shirt out to sit on the bench.
City. Maybe City. እንደዛ ነው የምገምተው። ሲቲ ያሸንፋል ብዬ ናፖሊ በአንድ ቁጥር አንሷል። በዚህ ላይ ተከላካይ ለመጨመር እየተዘጋጀ ይገኛል አንቶኒ ኮንቴ። ነገር ግን ያለ አጥቂ ሊጫወት ይችላል ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ ሲቲ ማሸነፉ የሚቀር አይመስልም። ኬቨን ደብሩይነ መጀመሪያ ቅያሪ ኬቨን ደብሩይነ ተቀይሯል። ራስመስ ሆይሉንድን ነበር ጠብቄ የነበረው። የሲቲ ደጋፊዎች ሞቅ ያለ ጭብጨባ በዚህ ሰዓት ላይ ኬቨን ደብሩይነ በኢታሃድ ለመጀመሪያ ጊዜ ተመልሶ 11 ደቂቃዎችን ተጫውቷል። ማቲያስ ኦሊቬራ ኬቨን ደብሩይነን ተክቶ የገባ ተጫዋች ነው። አጥቂ ከመቀነስ ይልቅ የእድሜ ደከም ያለውን ኬቨን ደብሩይነን ነው ከአንዳንድ ነገሮች አንጻር አንቶኒዮ ኮንቴ መቀየር ምርጫው ያደረገው። ሚሊኮቪች ሳቪች በረጅሙ ስህተት
Rodri, this is the European Footballer of the Year.
በዛት ላይ ፊል ፎደን
Last season, he had a terrible record, of course, City when he wasn't playing. He returned, he said, "Look, hang on, man.
በግራ መስመር ላይ 16 ከ50 አካባቢ
Come back and dribble past 5 players.
ዶኩ
Hit the top corner.
ሩበን ዲያዝ
Clever ball.
ሚሊኮቪች ሳቪች አውጥቷል።
Savage.
ጥፋት
Pushing the box, so
Orioli.
Riley forward.
ግፊ
Just a chip forward. Riley from his left back position, making that forward run, just hanging on to the
ምን
defender.
አይነት ፓንች ነው!
Both the Milankovic Savage brothers were born in Spain. Their dad was a pro. That's quite at this level. Travelling native Serbia, they played for Serbia, of course.
67% የኳስ ቁጥጥር
Just wonder what
ማንቸስተር
would have
ሲቲ
happened to his career.
ተቀሩት
British
33%
authorities
ናፖሊ
allowed him to play.
ከ6 ጊዜ
It's his
በላይ
first club, Manchester
ግቦችን
United.
አድርጓል። ማንቸስተር ሲቲ
Be a tough job for Højlund up front. He's going to get his body in play forward so he can try and allow other players to join him.
ይባላል። ደግሞ አሸናፊ ሮድሪ
Diaz, Guardiola just to win
Bernardo
easy
Silva.
headers.
ማንቸስተር ሲቲ በፕሪሚየር ሊግ እና በቻምፒዮንስ ሊግ የተለየ ሜንታሊቲ ነው ያለው።
Of course, on Manchester City now.
ጠንከር ያለ
11 against
ሲቲን
10.
በተቃራኒው
quite as
አይተናል።
straightforward as it seems to sound.
ባለፉት ሳምንታት በተለይ ራስመስ ሆይሉንድ ምናልባት
There's Bernardo Silva.
በርናርዶ ሲልቫ
Says he had to maybe moving the ball a bit quicker. Winning is all that matters. You don't have to win in the first half. They've been played an ace really by the
ኦሪዮሊ
calculation.
Oh.
The stricken Napoli captain and himself sent off in those circumstances. It's time for Ruben Dias after that rather shanked effort early on. Blocked by McTominay.
ተደርጎ
So they put in Bernardo
አውጥቷል።
Silva in midfield now.
ኩዛኖቭ መቀየር
Kuzanov is
የሚገርም
going to
ነው።
play higher on
በዚህ
this
ውድድር
right-hand
ዘመን
side. He's a player that
መጀመሪያ ጀምሮ
I suggest isn't too expensive with these passes.
ግራ መጋባት
He's
አብዝተው
passing each square and
የምናይበት
backwards.
ተጫዋች ነበር።
One touch, two
ተቃራኒ
touch.
ቡድን ተጫዋቾች ኩዛኖቭን ታርጌት ያደርገው ነበረ። በዚህኛው ውድድር ዘመን ጥሩ ለውጥ ነው። ፎደን ዋው መጀመሪያውን ግብ ለማግባት ተቃርቦ ነበረ። በርናርዶ ሲልቫ
Congratulations. Fun to take the corner. Coming up to the half-hour mark. Nana's just put one header off target.
ጨዋታው ወደ ግሪማ ሰዓት እያመራ ነው። ባዶ ለባዶ
As is the opposing
ዲናይት
goalkeeper.
ታንስ ነው የሚያወጣው። ሚሊኮቪች ሳቪች
That's two brilliant punches already. Milinkovic Savic.
There's Bernardo Silva.
ናፖሊ ብዙ ተጫዋቾቹን በውሰት ነው እያጫወተ የሚገኘው። በረኛውን ሚሊኮቪችን ጨምሮ ራስመስ ሆይሉንድን
It's Kuzanov having to cross. Will be
ጥሩ
going
ኳስ
to
ሩበን
have a lot
ዲያዝ
of opportunities to do this.
ጫን ያለ የሲቲ
Both left foot,
Oh.
strike.
የሲቲው ማጥቃት እንቅስቃሴ
He just found that bit of space, didn't he, Phil Foden, on his left foot.
በረኛው
Nice soft hands
ሚሊኮቪች
from the goalkeeper. Doesn't let it get away from him.
ንቁ በረኛ ነው እንጂ ስምንተኛ ሙከራውን ነው ማንቸስተር
So
ሲቲ
dangerous in
ማስመዝገብ
those
የቻለው በዚህ ሰዓት ላይ።
positions, Phil Foden.
Also goalkeeping
ራስመስ
in the,
ሆይሉንድ
Spurs.
የመጀመሪያ ግቡን
Craziest
መጀመሪያ
own goals for any
በገባ
goalkeeper in the Champions League has had this
በ11ኛው
responsible
ደቂቃ
for.
ለናፖሊ
It's decided
ማስቆጠሩ
It's almost
አይዘነጋም።
impossible to do what he did.
Rodri, Doku. And Bernardo Silva. Picked up by Ruben Dias. More time in the Napoli half than it is out, that's for sure, the centre back. Likes to shoot, as we've seen already. Doku, Rodri,
በርናርዶ ሲልቫ
Bernardo Silva.
ፎደን
Was hoping to run
ማክቶሚናይ ጥሩ ኳስ
the left foot, flying with his left foot again as he had just moments ago.
Oliveira has come to left back or left wing back. Almost playing with the back five. Politano's still
የማንቸስተር
playing on the
ዩናይትድ
right-hand side.
የአካዳሚው
Spinazzola has
ውጤት
got into the third centre half.
መሆኑ አይዘነጋም። ስካውት ማክቶሚናይ
Blinders. Hoyland.
በርናርዶ ሲልቫ ፊል ፎደን
For Napoli. Still 0-0. You'll be happy with that to see an act of desperation, really, an act of opportunism. Guardiola, we've heard down the years, isn't a big fan of shooting from distance, or his players shooting from distance. Now the Napoli fans trying to play their part. And they're in good numbers and in very good voice.
It's the sort of situation where Antonio Conte would love to have Lukaku available to him. He's somebody that probably up his body in the way, hold off defenders.
Another miscalculation, a bit like the Lorenzo one. Just running free. It's a great touch by Politano. Hoyland's in the middle. The winger can keep going. He's got a corner. Sounds a little bit about O'Reilly. Accidentally put a foot on him. Yeah, he did. Put a foot on him.
I think it's accidental. Hurt, of course.
ፖሊታኖ ኦሪዮሊን በጥሩ ሁኔታ ረግጦት የነበረ ቢሆንም ተነስቷል። እድለኛ ነው በዚህ ሰዓት ላይ ጉዳት አለማስተናገዱ። የማዕዘን ምት
Around the national scene, 16 caps. This is a big man. Donnarumma straight down the slot for the new goalkeeper here. Champions League winner 2025. Of course, it was in 2023. He played a big part, and here he is. Okay, to get there.
ቦታ ቀይሮ በመጫወት ላይ ይገኛል።
Rodri. Diaz.
ወደ ገባን የተቆጣጠሩት
Half enough by Oliveira. Rodri.
በርናርዶ ሲልቫ
Over the Napoli players in the middle there, mustering all that they can.
ናቸውናይ
Bernardo Silva switched the play, trying to get across.
Milikovic.
By Savage, first sign of a mistake.
አባንጉሳ ብዙ መልሶ ማጥቃት እንቅስቃሴ አጫውተው ስፔናዞላ
They've been moved away from the left-hand side. And they're digging in.
ኋላ መለሱት። ሚሊኮቪች ሳቪች በረጅሙ ራስመስ ሆይሉንድን ፍለጋ ይመስል ነበረ። ተበላሽቷል። የኳስ ፊል ፎደን መልሶ ማጥቃት እንቅስቃሴ ለበርናርዶ ሲልቫ
Again.
I imagine that Pep Guardiola might be thinking about replacing Kuzanov. He's a very good defensive player, but he's going to be needed as an attacking fullback. I'm not sure that's where his qualities lie. There it is, just square and backwards again.
አላገኘውም እንጂ ምናልባት የመጀመሪያ ግብ ማስቆጠር የሚችልበት አጋጣሚ ነበር።
This is a decent ball. Just can't get round the far post. Erling Haaland, he has bended it into a good area. O'Reilly again making that run into the box. We've seen O'Reilly score some goals with his head in FA Cup games.
He's got 5 first-team goals now in a relatively short space of time. You know about Italian defenders, when discipline and tenacity is required, they're usually very well equipped.
Gvardiol
And more tonight.
ኩሳኖቭ ለበርናርዶ ሲልቫ በርናርዶ ሲልቫ ለኩዛኖቭ መልሶለታል።
Rodri. Both making a run into the
በርናርዶ
centre.
ሲልቫ ረጅም ኳስ
Silva.
ሃላንድ
The shot was from
ሚልኮቪች አወጣ። ዶኩ ኦፍሳይድ
and the flag was up.
Doku, I think, was offside, but it came back to him here. Bernardo Silva finding himself back out on this right-hand side. Which is a decent one, and then you can see as the goalkeeper makes the save,
ዶኩ ኦሪዮሊ
standing in an offside
የኦፍሳይድ
position. Good strike
መስመር ላይ ነበሩ።
from Rodri.
Yeah, if it had gone in, the flag wouldn't have gone up, but because it flew out to Doku, the side was applied correctly.
አሌክሳንደር ቤልግሬኖና ስፔናዞላ ዶኩን መያዝ ይኖርባቸዋል። አደገኛ ተጫዋች ነው።
Hasn't done done too badly so far, has he?
አንጉሳ መሀል ላይ
Very experienced Alex Meret.
There's
There's a chance for
አንጉሳ
Anguissa.
ሃላንድ ሸፍኖ አወጣ ሩበን ዲያዝ
Had Hoyland been in that position, he might have reached it.
That's the qualities of Gusano.
Kind of.
His recovery run was good. They had made a good run, and Gisa tried to play him in. They won the 50-50 challenge. They're not going to get much of the ball, the likes of McTominay and Gisa, the Botka, but they're going to have to work really hard, both defensively and to try and find that bit of space to get on the ball. at
ኦሊቨራ
times.
ኬቨን ዴብሮይነን ተክቶ የገባ ተጫዋች ነው። የመልስ ውርወራ በረጅሙ ወረወረ። አንጊሳ ደረሰባትን ኩሳኖቭ አጸድቷል። ኦሊቬራ በድጋሚ ኳስ ዶኮ ግርድ ላይ ደርሳለች።
Camera across to Jono. Distribution. The keeper.
ያለ ምንድን ነው ያነሱት?
Side would have kicked in, but said he got the ball back. Work away. It's been more probing than really quick passing. As you'd expect, upping the possession stat, but it's still 0-0 on the scoreline. Here's O'Reilly.
ጨዋታው
5 minutes to go to half time.
5 ደቂቃዎች ይቀሩታል። የእረፍት ሰዓት ካላየን በስተቀር 40ኛው ደቂቃ ማንቸስተር ሲቲ 0 ናፖሊ 0 ተጫዋች ተሰናብቶበታል። እዚሁም 10 ተጫዋች ሆኖ ነው ማንቸስተር ሲቲ ከሜዳ ውጭ እየገጠሙ የሚገኛሉ። የማዕዘን ምት በዚህ ሰዓት ላይ ሚሊኮቪች ሳቪች በቀላሉ አወጣ። አንጊሳ በርናርዶ ሲልቫ ጫና ያለው የማንቸስተር ሲቲ የማጥቃት እንቅስቃሴ ሚሊኮቪች
O'Reilly again, the player in there.
He's a danger.
He certainly is.
እየተቀጠቀጠ ይገኛል። በዚህ
6
ሰዓት
or
ላይ
5.
እረፍት የለሽ የማንቸስተር ሲቲ ጫና
Sort of saved by the same post, back by Foden again. Elkins was in trouble this time. Comes out to Bernardo
ሲልቫ
Silva.
ሩዲ
Shout for handball against Hoyland.
በኳስ ገሎታል። ፖሊታኖ
Sent tumbling.
ፊቱን የመታው ይመስላል በኳስ
He's got to have the game of his life. Well, he is at the moment. There's Guardiola. What a good save that was. With his bottom
በረኛው
hand.
የግቫርዲዮልን
He's made some outstanding saves
ጭንቅላት
already.
ኳስ በሚገባን ያጸዳው።
It's good to see Politano quickly back on his feet. He's a smiley kind of guy.
ፖሊታኖ ተነስቷል በዚህ ሰዓት ላይ
Yeah.
ሩበን ዲያዝ
Half time.
ያለፉትን ረዘም ያሉ ደቂቃዎች ማንቸስተር ሲቲ በናፖሊ
In, but not
መስመር ላይ ነው
closing it out. So to speak, in
የቆየው።
terms of the result. We'll do that to
Guardiola.
Guardiola. Try again.
ጓርዲዮል ጥሩ የግብ ማግባት እንቅስቃሴ
Recognised quite early that it was passing wide, and this time his agility wasn't called upon.
He doesn't quite get the bend he was looking for. Guardiola had a little spell last season, didn't he, when he scored some goals?
You mentioned O'Reilly's 5. He's got 11 in Manchester City's first team, and just under 100 appearances.
It's a combination of playing as a centre-back or left-back. These goals have come from.
Some defenders like to score, don't they, and go forward with purpose. It doesn't apply to all of them. It certainly applies to Roscoe Guardiola.
It's amazing sometimes we talk about centre-halves being a threat from set plays, and then you look at their goal-scoring record and realise they haven't scored for a couple of seasons.
Here's Fun. Well, to ease it on to Kuzanov. Silva rapidly on the scene. Yes. Rodri. Reinders.
ጀረሚ ዶኩ
Doku. No way through that time.
የመልስ ምት ለናፖሊ።
Still a lot of work to do at half time.
2024
Conte's team have done well defensively so
25
far.
የሴሪ
Coach being the first manager to get
አሸናፊ
Napoli in a
አሰልጣኝ
way in
አንቶኒዮ
England.
ኮንተ
In the European competition.
2023ቱ
Evaporated with the red card shown to Di
የቻምፒዮንስ
Lorenzo on
ሊግ
review.
አሸናፊ ፔፕ ጋርዲዮላ
Well, it's got to make it a little bit more difficult for Man City to get possession when that ball's played forward. Just get something in the way.
የናፖሊ በአንድ
Just back
ተጫዋች
down into your midfield
አንሶ
players.
መጫወት እዚህ ሰዓት ላይ
Get a foul off one of the
ችግር
centre backs. It's not
እየፈጠረባቸው
happening for him at
ይገኛል።
the moment.
ኬቨን ዲብሩይንን ማስወጣት
Would love to get their noses up before
ፎደን ጥሩ
half-time.
ኳስ
Clever attack
ራይንደርስ ጥሩ ሙከራ
from Reinders.
Lovely run. Good balls, well played by Foden. Just gets a fraction too much on it. Trying to play it into the far corner. I had even thought the goalkeeper was starting to come out on him.
The jacket might be off at half-time. Reinders has been a late developer. Yeah. Profile includes a note that at 19 years old he was still working in a supermarket. Native Netherlands.
ጥሩ የመልሶ ማጥቃት እንቅስቃሴ ራይንደርስ ስህተት አላየው አንጉሳ 4 ደቂቃ ጭማሪ
His first season in the land.
ጥሩ ኳስ
He pulled up too many trees. His second season he did.
አንጉሳ
Slovakia.
ሎቦካ
The rest of the added 4 minutes underway.
4 ደቂቃዎች
Getting some players forward. Napoli here. Tano.
ፖሊታኖ
Keep his arms out of the way.
በሊዮኒና በዶኩ መካከል
Spinazzola. Now
ማክቶሚናይ
in by the near post.
ፖሊታኖ
Spinazzola again
ስህተት
trying to set up
ስህተት
the
ስህተት
blocker, but there is some space for City to counter-attack
ምንድን ነው
into,
ያደረገው?
and I think O'Reilly was aware of that. There weren't any players on the same wavelength in the light blue of the evening.
Unfortunately for Napoli, set it up quite nicely down that right-hand side, and Politano was going to cross the ball, and he realised that McTominay, their best header of the ball, coming from slightly deeper, was out on the right-hand side alongside him. So he turned away from the cross and just picked it out.
ማንቸስተር ሲቲ አርሞች
City is the cry that echoes around the
አይነት
Manchester
ሙሪ
City
ሪያን
Stadium.
ቸርኪን ኮቫችንን ጆንስቶንስን የመሳሰሉ ተጫዋቾች በጉዳት ከቡድኑ ውስጥ አይገኙም።
Ruben Dias, winding up.
በርናርዶ ሲልቫ 16 ከ50 ውስጥ ምን ሊያደርገው ይችላል?
Clever turn.
ራይደርስ
Would have been an own goal. Was it going in? It certainly seemed
ጥሩ ኳስ
Politano
ፖሊታኖ
couldn't believe he kept
አጽድቷል።
it off the line.
ግቡ ያገቡ ያክል የደስታ መግለጫ ስሜት ከናፖሊ
It's going Napoli's way, and it gets really desperate.
ጥሩ ኳስ
Yeah, he
ንቁ
slots the
በረኛ
circle. That's why he's so
ሚሊኮቪች
pleased.
ሳቪች
Read the
ንቁ
situation
የሆነ
perfectly,
በረኛ
didn't he? Because it was a good finish by Reinders. Would have been.
It would have been such a body blow so close to half-time. And the Serie A champions who are battling here to get something from their opening game. In this Champions League campaign.
በርናርዶ
Here's
ሲልቫ
Bernardo
በረጅሙ
Silva.
ለዶኩ
City getting closer and closer. So to his half-time.
ፖሊታኖ
Doku.
በሚገባ ዋይ
Well,
ለምን ይቅጣል?
didn't give it straight away. As captain
ሪክ
earlier, so he knew what he was
Rick
doing.
Wire.
He did. He was then
ቅጣት
trying
ምት
to break
ሰጥተዋል።
the
ምንድን ነው
foul on the
የተፈጠረው?
other side of the field. Here's the stop again from Politano.
ፖሊታኖ
I think it was going in.
ራይደርስን ኳስ በሚገባ
Directly
ያጸዳው።
behind at the other end of the ground.
ጋርዲዮላ እብደት
Good reaction as well from Milinkovic Savic.
የሚገርም ግብ ጠባቂ ነው ሚሊኮቪች ሳቪች። ምናልባት የመጀመሪያው አጋማሽ
He has given away a free
የመጨረሻ
kick.
እድል 16 ከ50
Manchester City are trying to convert here into a 1-0 half-time
ርቀት
lead.
መሬት ለመሬት የተሻገረ ኳስ ሃላንድ
Predatory
ኤርሊንግ ብራውት ሃላንድ የሞከረው ኳስ ወደ ውጭ
Lavok got
የሚወጣው
his positioning wrong there. That ball should never have been played inside of him. Good effort on making that run to the near post. He's still trying to whip the crowd up.
He's thinking when he's going to say
ሲቲ
half-time.
ደጋፊዎች ጩኸት እንዲያበዙ እየጠየቀ ይገኛል።
First. It's not a goal, it's a
የመጀመሪያው
goal kick, and
አጋማሽ
Antonio Conte
ተጠናቋል።
can think now about what he's going to say.
ማንቸስተር ሲቲ 0 ናፖሊ 0 የኒውካስል እና ባርሴሎና ጨዋታ
Zile zile, zile zile, eu alerg chiar mile mile, mile mile pe mai. Zile zile, zile zile, eu alerg chiar mile mile, mile mile pe mai.
Are you ready? Welcome to the team. I am Jose Mourinho, and we are football.com. Come on, guys.
India's TV. Anywhere. Download the new My DSTV app today by scanning the QR code. It's faster, easier, and designed just for you with everything you need all in one place. You have all heard the word TV, but do you know that TV means? Tumetika is to climb to the top of the world. Tumetika is to sing into the top 100. Globally, Tumetika is to get promoted to the next level. Tumetika is to
Top time across last 4 games of match day one in the UEFA Champions League. Just seen 5 goals that have been scored across both, or all 4 games rather, but the goals coming in just the 2 games, including 4 at Frankfurt that come from behind and beat by 3-1 at home against Galatasaray. So that is where we're going to start there, in looking back on what has happened in the opening 45 minutes. So Galatasaray, they're the ones that hit the ground running. They're the ones that go back.
Yeah, they look good. They look good. This one is just a lot more up the pitch. He's so well. See his man down, see find the corner, always do the other corner. It's effective and probe, and the best opportunities have come from sort of set plays and basically turnovers. Really, whenever they've had possession and tried to break down, that's why I have to really do that quick. And goal and get first fortunately units. But the top guys are one of the biggest things up in terms of that it's possible to play with 2 40 minutes. It's the all that see that the turn again. August turned over the middle of the park. Now you just don't get into shape soon enough. As the ball comes into the box, little touch, swivel, so difficult. And I could just watching the game. How do you want to take? There's another set piece play again. The ball stood still into an area back in the net. And I'm sure everyone in the Galatasaray migration will wonder what exactly is expected. They have the quality to come back and look good, so it's
The goals for Frankfurt coming in the last 7 minutes of the first half. 1-0 down up to 57. So they are 55%, leading by 3 goals to 1. It is 1-0 to Sporting at home. Newcomers Highlight. Although, Neil, one might say that Sporting could be and probably should be ahead by more based on this penalty.
Yeah, and it was a legitimate penalty, but the adversary role and save was quite good, given the opportunity to save. Here's the goal which Francisco Jimpao scored, and you lads were telling me Barcelona and Wolves has connections with. So he's been in and amongst some good players. He took his opportunity well. The keeper actually gets a hand on it. I don't know if the technique point of view comes with the right hand up across. Just didn't get enough on it. But, no disgrace because he pulled off the save. It's what we expected, what I expected. Tight game, Sporting just shaving it. Whether Pirate can come back into it, I'm not so sure. At the moment, they've been competitive, it's been entertaining.
Okay, let's head over to the city of Manchester Stadium, where our feature match has produced plenty of talking points. No goals, but a lot for us to see.
Yeah, obviously the biggest talking point of the first 45 is the red card, Di Lorenzo. And again, if I have to bring a resident defender in, Bongani, is the minute you lose sight of your attack, like I think he just lunges in there, not knowing that Holland has come around him. And it's similar to when you want to clear a ball and the player comes the blind side and you kick the player instead of the ball. Nothing. This is what happened here with Di Lorenzo. He just mistimed the tackle, and he makes obviously contact with Holland. But you've got to give credit to Vanya Sadic. He kept Napoli in this game with some incredible saves. Might be instinctive, but I think the technique is good. He gets a lot of power. He gets out the danger area. I think that's the most important.
16 total attempts. City, 5 of them on target. And remind that they are playing against 10 men after skipper.
Yeah, unfortunate. A red card for Napoli. That has meant that Kevin De Bruyne on his first return 2 matches which he had five playing for each match. And he's had to come. And actually, the Bulldogs, what they have at the moment, have all key types. For a bit more in that second half, is brilliantly right now. The ball champions. The final 45 minutes of match day one. They will do it.
Welcome back to the City of Manchester Stadium. Goalless first half. First half without incident. Notably, of course, the red card after 21 minutes for the Napoli captain, Di Lorenzo. And a clear and obvious goal scoring opportunity. Bring down Erling Haaland. Towards the Baez. Reclined tackle, but Baez this tough positioning to really put himself in a situation that couldn't bail out.
Well, he had to try and intercept with his left foot, which was wide in. That's been a massive error. It's made things very difficult for Antonio Conte's team.
He made one change. Regrets getting back into the team.
ሁለተኛዋ አጋማሽ
Championship
በስቴዲየም ተጀምሯል። 0-0 ሁለቱ ቡድኖች ውጤት ሲሆኑ ናፖሊ በአንድ ተጫዋች አንሶ ነው ሁለተኛውን አጋማሽ የሚጀምረው። አንጉሳ ኳስን ወደኋላ ለበረኛው ሚሊኮቪች ሳቪች ሰጥቶ ተጀምሯል። በረጅሙ ደጉ ኦሪዮሊ
What have they got to do to improve it in the second half? Well, I'm surprised that Doku has gone in field for much of that first half. I think they're playing against 10 men. You've whipped down on the left-hand side, switching the play. Get as many crosses into the box as they can. With quality, of course. So Doku has positioned himself a little bit wide at the start of the second half. Most of the chances that came City's way came because he's got decent crosses into the box. Players attack the ball hard on this one over the bar. And there's O'Reilly.
changes from Casario at half time.
ደጉ ድንቅ ክሮስ
The other reason that Doku is playing really wide, nothing Montano. Five-man defence. Zone and it's tucked in field, so you should have to beat in the Montano.
Working, moving the opposition around, probing.
They're trying to stick one in at the Gallagher.
ሌላንጋ ኒውካስል በሜዳው ሴንት ጄምስ ፓርክ ባርሴሎና 0-0
Joan Garcia
እየቀጠለ
has been really positive from these corners. Gone out and touched on score the ball.
Doing his best to block the goalkeepers.
ዮሊንግተን
For a moment there, might go goalward. It's always difficult to get over that one. Barsi did enough just to put him off and balance perhaps. Sent back in by Byrne, collected by Barnes, blocked by Aram. Livramento. Clearly trying to start the second half in a similar manner to that which they started the first.
very much a left-sided centre-back. Had a good career in Serie A. Spell with Rod.
Nico O'Reilly. One of the new breed, really, though he's played a lot in the last year or so. Changing scenario for Manchester City. Rodri, Foden, Haaland! Brilliantly done. Needed the elevation. When he gets to
የመጀመሪያ ጎል ኤርሊንግ ብራውት ሃላንድ
49 appearances.
በጨዋታው 55ኛ ደቂቃ ላይ
That Manchester City were looking for in these circumstances. Proud dad, Alfie, he knows the facts and figures. What matters to Pep Guardiola is Manchester City won, Napoli nil.
Well, it's taken a long time coming. Created that many golden opportunities. It's a little ball play. What a good finish. It's a nice little ball by Phil Foden round the corner. Has to lift over the defender. That's an instinctive finish from Haaland. The only place he can score. Gets below it, heads it up in the air, and for once, Milinkovic-Savic couldn't reach it. Very good goal from those two players, Foden and Haaland.
Depth and probably decisive. The 11 leads the 10. Scored by number 9. Almost have that sign every week. Yeah, dismissed his records. Irrelevance. He just loves scoring goals. The way that's scored with the inside of his head as well as the outside of his head, isn't it? He knew that little loop. Well, none of Napoli's previous 40 games in Europe have finished goalless, and I don't think there was a huge amount of chance something else happened that this would. And here's Doku, City smelling blood now. Foden, Haaland, Rodri, Guardiola. Wayland's got to keep his spirits up and keep his legs running.
He looked a very tired centre forward
He
racing
did.
after that one. Or not even sure I can say racing after that one. Spinazzola's now playing as the right-sided defender. Jesus has gone in as the left-sided centre-back of a 3. He's just moved across one.
Well, there's no rush for Manchester City now. They've made the breakthrough. There's always to be shut down if the opposition find something special. It's going to be a change for Pep Guardiola. And Rodri its way to Nico Gonzalez. One Spaniard for another. Nico Gonzalez's dad played.
And Eddie Howe's team suddenly just rocked back on their heels for a moment.
I think he's popular with the players. Marcus Rashford, by all accounts, well, Eddie Howe not wasting any time at all.
Yeah, new signing, Nick Voltemada, the German international, is coming on. Jacob Murphy will come on as well shortly. But there's defending to do first. Livramento with the initial block. More pressure from the visiting side. Kunde. Not a great ball from him, and Anthony Gordon had nothing to work with. Garcia to the near side. That's very nicely done. Tidy play by Gerard Martin to turn the tables on Anthony Elanga.
I wonder whether Anthony Gordon will shift over onto the left-hand side, his preferred slot, or whether he'll come off.
Just stopping the game. A moment here, issue for Fabian Schär. Now, Schär was the player who was hit by the ball on the side of his face a few minutes ago, and I think he may have taken another blow to the head when the shot came in a few moments ago, and then it deflected behind for a corner. So, of course, they'll need to take care and make sure that he's okay. He's clearly not feeling great at the moment, so one wonders whether Malik Chow might come on for Newcastle at this point with Fabian Schär struggling a little bit, and I think that is the case. Malik Chow, I think, is going to come on. We're about to see at least three, maybe a quadruple substitution. Maybe Joe Willock getting ready as well. Jacob Murphy's there, Nick Baltimore. It's going to be all changed shortly for the home side. Eddie Howe trying to engineer a route back into this one for his team.
Imagine Barnes and Gordon off there.
Fabian Schär leaving the field. Clearly feeling the worse for wear after that blow to the head. Harvey Barnes is indeed one of those making way. Baltimore is on. Joe Willock's coming on.
ጆን መርፊ
Second appearance at St James's Park for the new signing, the Germany international.
ቀይሮ ጆ ዌሎክን ቀይሮ አስገብቷል። ኒውካስል ኤዲ ሃው
as well. So does Jacob
ኒውካስል
Murphy.
ከባርሴሎና 62ኛ ደቂቃ ባርሴሎና 1-0 እየመራ የሚገኘ ጆይሊንግተን፣ ባርነስ ኤላንጋ እና ሻር ተቀይረው ወጥተዋል። በዚህ ሰዓት ላይ
Langa's a bit of a surprise, yeah. Whether he's just tightening up a little bit, but he was their most dangerous forward by some distance. That I mentioned at the start, a lot of games coming up for Newcastle.
Yeah, really busy for them. I mean, the first among them, they go to Eddie Howe's old club, Bournemouth, on Sunday down on the south coast, which is a long journey in English terms anyway. And then their next home match is next midweek. They're at home to Bradford City in the EFL Cup. And then a trip to Arsenal in the Premier League. That's only 10 days away. The game's coming thick and fast. And then on the back of that, they'll be back in Champions League action as well. The next match for Newcastle away to Union Saint-Gilloise on Wednesday, the 1st of October. Anthony Gordon's fine and back feet.
Be happy to get across to his favourite position. See if he can have any joy.
Still plenty of time for Newcastle to try and get back in this one. Baltimore, 17 goals he scored in the Bundesliga last season with Stuttgart.
ቡርትማዳ 17 ግቦችን ለስቱትጋርት ባለፈው የውድድር ዘመን አግብቷል። ቅጣት ምቱ ተመታ። ጋርቻ ቀላሉ ተቆጣጥሮታል።
He's looked very assured, hasn't he?
He has confidence.
Just dropping back to collect possession. They venturing forward. Rafinha ahead of
ኩንዴ
it.
ረጅም ኳስ
Getting a head
ለራፊና
start on Tino Livramento.
በቀይ መስመር ላይ ሊብራሜንቶን አለፈው። ኩንዴ
Lovely play, but Livramento there to
ተግባቡ።
pass one
Kunde.
back by De Jong, though. Excellent work from the Dutchman. Malik Chow's first touch sends it away.
ባልቻው የመጀመሪያ
Here's Kunde,
የኳስ ንክኪ
Lopez, Pedri,
ፔድሪ
now Martin,
ማርቲን
Rashford, the goal scorer.
ራሽፎርድ የመጀመሪያውን ግብ አግብቷል።
The crowd trying to lift their team,
ባርሲ
but they've got some defending to do at the moment as Pedri runs into the referee.
Barcelona can keep the ball for fun. They want to win a goal to the good. Take the sting out of this.
Pedri. Good one to see. 19. As you're saying, Alan, these
ጥሩ ኳስ ራሽፎርድ
passes now coming to an end. As Guimaraes collects it. Ambushed. Newcastle throw. 25 minutes to go.
5 ደቂቃዎች በሴንት ጄምስ ፓርክ ይቀራሉ። አሌክሳንደር ኢዛክን በኒክ ወልትማደ የመራው ኒውካስል የመጀመሪያውን የቻምፒዮንስ ሊግ ጨዋታ በሜዳው 1-0 እየተመራ ይገኛል።
8 matches in the league phase. Second year since that's been introduced. Still to come at home for Newcastle. Benfica with Jose Mourinho going in there. Athletic Club and PSV. Barcelona have got to come back to England in a couple of months as well. They've got a trip to Stamford Bridge to take on Chelsea. That's one of their remaining away matches. Just 3/4 of the way through the game. They afford to concede possession in that sort of area to a man like Rashford in the form that he's in.
የመጀመሪያ ሁለተኛ ጎል
Rashford at his brilliant best. There was no stopping that. It's a missile straight into the back of Newcastle United's net as Marcus Rashford doubles Barcelona's lead. What a night he is having on Tyneside.
You won't see a ball hit more sweetly than this all season. It was a rocket. It was unstoppable. This is Marcus Rashford from about 5 years ago in Manchester United colours and England colours. Absolutely sensational. Don't even bother diving, Nick Pope. What about that?
Well, finishes don't get much better than that. Marcus Rashford has arrived at Barcelona tonight. And Newcastle United have got an awful lot to do in what remains of this game.
They have. They certainly have. You'd have thought if Lamine Yamal had been fit, would Rashford have played? But I said earlier, I think he's popular with the players and his manager likes him. And he's looks like he's making a home in Spain.
Wow, that was a Champions League finish. And they had a bird's eye view of it.
Well, they set high standards to Barcelona. Those fans are used to seeing special things from their players, and they just have done that.
The flag has gone up on the near side, offside. Marcus Rashford with 2 goals in just under 10 minutes during the second half. He has completely changed the complexion of this one. Ferran Torres is going to come on here now for Barcelona. He's started all of their matches in La Liga so far. He'll be on for Robert Lewandowski and Andreas Christensen, who won the Champions League with Chelsea 5 years ago against Manchester City. He's going to replace Pau Kubasi, what remains at the half as well. And there he is. Quiet night in Lewandowski terms,
Yeah,
given how prolific he is.
yeah. Fabian Schär got really tight to him.
But like everyone else, Barcelona with a busy schedule. They're away to Getafe on Sunday night. That's their next match. Their next game in the Champions League is an absolute cracker. Barcelona at home to Paris Saint-Germain.
They've got a really good replacement for Lewandowski. Time for some reform. That's for Antonio Conte. He says race his run. He's 100% effort without touching the ball too often. And Elmas is coming on. Moylan comes off. The box is off as well. Just to try and freshen it up, and you never know. Get a goal and Sydney might get rattled. Billy Gilmore, who's played here for several clubs. One here with Chelsea a few years ago. His first club played here for Brighton from Norwich. And the Brazilian forward David Neres with the new arrival. Elmas back at Napoli. Still with RB Leipzig. Macedonian international. Changes liven up Napoli, both mentally and physically.
There's some very tired players out there. Gisa either worked extremely hard, without too much success. The Vodka could get the real teams in the Champions League. You've got to take your chances when they come. As Rashford sends it forward, and it's a wonderful pass into Rafinha. Ferran Torres in the middle. Rafinha might fancy this. Okay.
It's a hard one now for Newcastle, though, isn't it? Because trying to push on to get back into this match. Barcelona, with so many players that can kill you on the counter-attack.
Good ball from Rashford, though, wasn't it, to pick him out?
Lovely ball.
Chow looking for Voltemada. Pedri. Here's De Jong. Trying to pick the lock of the defence. Having wandered into the middle. Less than 20 minutes now for Eddie Howe's team to try to claw their way back into this opening Champions League fixture of the season. Voltemada. Attempts on goal from Barcelona, only 2 of them have been on target, both of them have ended up in the net. Here comes Trippier, 19 intercepts. Looking for Voltemada. Tonali. Composure under pressure there from Chow. And Livramento. I think the manager Thomas Tuchel watching on. Anthony Gordon. Away from Fermin Lopez. Into Voltemada. Collected by Guimaraes. Well, at least Garcia had something to do there.
Yeah. It was clever play from Voltemada, the sub. To link up with Guimaraes.
Collected by Rashford. Up against Trippier. He's got the legs to go sailing past him here, Marcus Rashford. Trippier comes back in, and Rashford just showed a little too much of the ball. Great recovery there from Kieran Trippier.
Yeah,
give him credit for that. I'm not surprised. But he stuck to his task well there, Trippier. And then when Rashford, I think he slightly miscontrolled it, didn't he, in the penalty area? Just got away from him slightly. But I mean, Lopez going into the referee's book as starts to take
This stage of the game, you want to be chasing the man of the match. Yeah. Loose touch.
Wise play there by Trippier. You noticed that Marcus Rashford sort of ran out wide and then came back in, and Trippier took the straight line and then met him when he came back into the penalty area. But, he's okay. 15 minutes to go, almost ready to carry on.
It's coming on.
Yeah, Sven Botman's going to come on to replace him. Remains of the match. Sven Botman, who has appeared in the last couple of matches in the Premier League. He missed most of their in the Champions League. He had a knee injury, the Dutchman, so he missed most of their campaigns. He too will be keen to make up for lost time on Europe's big stage. The player who's also played in the Champions League during his time with Lille in France. Have Newcastle got a big finish in them, or will this be Barcelona's night, which is how it looks at the moment? Jacob Murphy. It's Botman, first touch for him. There's space here for Anthony Gordon. Voltemada in the middle. Araujo. Just holding his class.
He's been important for Barcelona tonight. Araujo, the captain.
We'll make some changes now. Dani Olmo among those who is getting ready to come on. Certainly not the only player that we're about to see entering the fray. Maybe not quite yet, though. They'll defend this first, I think. His feet. Again, the man with the task of trying to get hold of Dan Burr. Moraes losing up, getting his head to it. Livramento. If we get a goal here, it would suddenly be game on, that's for sure. The atmosphere would go through the roof again. Joe Willock. Comfortable enough for Joan Garcia.
Yeah, although they have conceded a few goals this season, Barcelona, they really dug in tonight. Yeah, they've conceded those first half chances, but apart from that, it's been really resilient from Barca as a team.
He's taking quite a bit of responsibility as well in terms of possession of the ball, hasn't he? De Jong throughout the match. He's moving for his team. This is Araujo, Koundé, Pedri. De Jong, Pedri. Looking to run the show from the middle of the park. Rashford with a little flick trying to find Fermin Lopez. Here's Rashford. Guimaraes. Now to Anthony Gordon. Livramento venturing forward, and Koundé able to challenge. No foul. It's with Rafinha. Pedri. It's Newcastle's problem, isn't it, really, Alan, as much as anything, just getting the ball back every time they lose it. Considerable amount of valuable time in what remains of the match is disappearing.
Yeah.
And here come Barcelona once more. It's hit to Ferran Torres, who tumbles under pressure, and the referee says it was no foul.
slows down quickly.
And they continue to have an excellent match at right back.
He really has.
Bit of a clash maybe off the ball between Rashford and Malik Chow. You can see what Marcus Rashford thinks has happened there. Be worth another look. Just watch there on the edge of the centre circle, near side. Just gets caught in the face by the Newcastle defender. Gerard Martin leaving the field. Eric Garcia on for him, and Marcus Rashford leaving the field now. This is the first of his 2 goals. Both of them were of the highest quality.
They certainly were. This is a thunderbolt. No keeper in the world. He's going to get near. Never mind about stop. Night to remember for him.
What a night for Marcus Rashford. Gerard Martin was the player going on. Almost Eric Garcia, the 2 players coming home. Barcelona just looking to see it out here and make a winning start to their latest Champions League campaign, their 30th campaign in the Champions League proper. Competition record they share with Real Madrid, 23rd season in a row in the Champions League. Yellow card there, Dutchman.
Well, I imagine they'd still be smarting about that semi-final against Inter Milan, where it seemed that they were going to win. It was such a topsy-turvy match. Good time.
He must be feeling on top of the world as he sits down there in the dugout. Marcus Rashford, because there's no doubt that, he's settled in well there by all accounts, but he'd have been desperate to get off the mark. And he's done so in some style on the biggest stage going in club football in the European game, the Champions League. Garcia, by Murphy, away from Pedri. This is good from Jacob Murphy, but it can't get past Palmer. And it's with Danny at the moment. Rafinha setting it forward. Fermin Lopez, who was looking for Torres. There's Murphy turning into trouble in the shape of Barcelona's number 8, Pedri, who's got it from score. Fancy Flick just back animated on the edge of his technical area.
Well, it's a precious little sign of a comeback from Newcastle. Fully in control, Barcelona at the moment.
Lyon. Livramento. Pedri. Here's Christensen. Garcia just caught by Joe Willock. He sent the ball forward. Good free kick. It's looking like a winning start to the latest Champions League campaign for Hansi Flick's side. Beaten their previous 7 league phase matches in the Champions League before tonight. Lost in the league stage since the opening match of last season. They lost 2-1 in the Principality of Monaco. With Rafinha, keeps it away from Guimaraes. Pedri. window. Many times have we seen this over the years, Alan? Barcelona just keeping the passes short and simple and leaving the opposition chasing shadows for the
Look at
large
that.
part. Opportunity here to put more pressure on. 5 more minutes plus added time. 2 goals from Marcus Rashford in the second half. John went to Murphy. Play from him. Short ball from Willock. 2-0 for Gordon.
Maybe his night, is it? I don't think.
How do you feel they played? Yeah.
Like, maybe.
Both centre halves done quite well as well. Don't come up.
Towards the next match of the weekend.
Good play on Livramento finds Anthony Gordon. Dan Burns going up front with Nick Baltimore. Got plenty of height up there through the middle. This is Willock. Seemed a little ponderous as to what to do with the ball there. Bit of a lift from Anthony Gordon on the far side as Barcelona look to counter now with Fermin Lopez. Players both left and right. Newcastle backpedaling rapidly here. Rafinha, twinkle toes.
Oh,
Willock seemed maybe caught in 2 minds there at the other end of the pitch moments before.
Been able to get any good service into Baltimore on the ball here.
He's had nothing to work with since coming off the bench. Impressive European debut for Jean Garcia, Barcelona's new goalkeeper. Just coming on during the summer. With everything that's come his way with great authority and confidence. Ahead of Torres. Moraes. Rather hurried there under pressure. Frustrating opening night. Got a good fair cut on side. I think for an excellent result it would seem for the Giants from Catalonia.
Some tough games up next in this series of 8. Benfica, Bilbao, Leverkusen, PSG. Not easy for Newcastle, but top tier of football you wouldn't expect it to be.
Yeah, absolutely. That Leverkusen game on the road, PSG on the road as well. That's their final group game. They've got to go to Marseille and to Union Saint-Gilloise, Benfica, Athletic Club and PSV heading to St James's Park. As Jacob Murphy sends it across, and they're on the ball.
ጎርደን የመጀመሪያ ጎል
And it might just
ለኒውካስል
be an interesting finish to the match.
89ኛ ደቂቃ ባርሴሎና 2 ኒውካስል ዩናይትድ 1
From Anthony Gordon in the last minute of the 90.
It's come from nowhere, really. You couldn't see it happening. It was almost as if they were just waiting to wait for the final whistle. They wanted the final whistle to come. Now that's changed things big time.
የለውም ኦፍሳይድ
How much added time are we going to get?
Well, we're not going to have long to find out because
ሴንት
that
ጄምስ
ball
ፓርክ
will go up any
አመለጠ።
With a top night match, and he could put up the dancing thing he's done by far of the night to give his team half a chance.
Now they have got half a chance because we will have a minimum of 7 additional minutes at St James's Park. We are far from done.
7 ደቂቃ ጭማሪ
And the crowd have suddenly come to life, and Tamale just got a little bit excited there in front of the referee. Conceded a free kick. Well, we might have a grandstand finish after all. It's nail-biting stuff.
I think the crowd almost have given up on it.
Well, full credit to Newcastle for keeping going and for Anthony Gordon for finding the back of the net. And they are still alive and kicking in this opening Champions League match. Flick side, not home and hose after all. Garcia, the former Manchester City player, with the throw.
ቅጣት
You get a free kick as well after that 50-50 challenge.
Hope the Russian restart these situations now at Barcelona.
And they've changed. Mark Casado is on the touchline waiting to come on as Ferran Torres chases and Sven Botman sends him over the touchline. Renewed hope for Newcastle United here.
ከምንም የተገኘች አንድ ጎል
We'll be in for a
እግር
Champions
ኳሱን
League.
መልሳለች የኒውካስልን ተስፋ።
Casado just gets
9ኛው ደቂቃ ላይ አንቶኒ ጎርደን የመጀመሪያ ግብ ለኒውካስል ካስቆጠረ በኋላ ኒውካስል
Lopez.
ካሳዶ በፈርሚን ሎፔዝ ተቀይሮ ገብቷል። ማንቸስተር ሲቲ ከናፖሊ 2-0 ጋላታሳራይ የተቀጠቀጠ ነው። 5 ግብ ገብቶበታል። የናፖሊ እና የማንቸስተር ሲቲ ጨዋታ አልቋል።
Skill from Pedri. Rafinha back into Casado. It's his first touch. De Jong. Casado. Jules Koundé. Barcelona just looking to take the sting out of this one. Newcastle looking for the opportunity to come roaring forward. Here's their goal scorer, Anthony Gordon. Not the pass that was required. One back well by Livramento. Livramento was there. This is Tonali. It's a throw for Barcelona. Newcastle's frustration is it. So at the moment,
Chance to get the ball into Barcelona's box, but being denied that.
that's the free kick. Right to the last at St James's here for this one as Barcelona continue to maintain control of the ball here. In the 5th minute of added time, as they look to take the sting out of Newcastle's late revival. It's with Frankie de Jong. Newcastle with the player down. Rafinha in full flight. Ferran Torres in the box. Back to Dani Olmo. Great save by Nick Pope.
It was Dani Olmo really did pass that sweetly. It was quickly.
Good save by the Newcastle goalkeeper. Pedri combined. Koundé now. Struggling to just build up that head of steam to finish the game. Unable to carry the momentum from that 90th minute goal into additional time. As the clock ticks away, Koundé. Barcelona almost there. This is Ferran Torres.
Oh.
Deflection carrying it behind.
Deflection.
Take that all day long. Newcastle just have not been had a chance to get the ball into the box, to load the box, get into the box. It'll take them a minute to take this corner.
Well, it will if they've got anything to do with it. They can take their time. Yeah, certainly not in any rush. You'll take the return. A straightforward stop for Nick Pope. This could be Newcastle's last chance, perhaps, to get the ball forward here. That'll be a yellow card, certainly for Mark Casado, for the cynical foul. Nothing subtle about that one. And we'll have a chance to send the ball forward here. Almost had a minimum additional 7 minutes. Tapping each other up a little bit more. Sven Botman, the clearance from Koundé. Finding a teammate this time, that was excellent. On the far side there from Pedri. It's Newcastle who'll get the ball.
መልሱ ወራ የመጨረሻ ኳስ
This throw-in needs to be good.
Needs to be long.
And they need to find an opportunity from it. If they're to snatch a late dramatic draw, you sense it might have to happen now. Burnt stretches. The shot comes in and it's straight at Garcia from Sandro Tonali. And that might just be it for Newcastle United tonight.
Controlled the shot well. He did a little deflection to make things difficult for the keeper, but yeah, I think that's it.
አልቋል።
There goes the final whistle.
በማርኮስ ራሽፎርድ 2 ጎሎች ባርሴሎና ከሜዳ ውጪ ኒውካስልን አሸንፏል። ባርሴሎና 2 ኒውካስል 1 በኢትሃድ ማንቸስተር ሲቲ ናፖሊን አሸንፏል። ፍራንክፉርት ጋላታሳራይን አሸንፎታል። የሐሙስ ምሽት የቻምፒዮንስ ሊግ ጨዋታዎች ተጠናቀዋል። አብራችሁን ስለቆያችሁ አመሰግናለሁ። አይተናል ጨዋታ አመሰግናለሁ። በሰላም ደሩ። ቻው ቻው።